Welcome back. A very well-loved annual event getting organized even now. It's not happening until November the 16th, but the annual Timeraiser set to go this fall. Joining us today to talk about it, we have Debbie Smith from Volunteer Kamloops and September Kuromi, who has been heading up Timeraiser, I think, since it began in Kamloops.
Yeah, in 2012.
Yeah, how are you guys doing?
Great.
Good. This is a special coming together because Volunteer Kamloops is jumping on board this year in sort of a partnership. So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we decided, or actually, September came and talked to us because she's been hosting this since
2012, yeah.
So for several years, and it's a lot of work, and there's such great funds available for the artists, local artists, as well as it promotes volunteerism. And because we are a volunteer agency, she decided to give us a call, and so we're going to work together and promote volunteerism as well as local art.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How is this going to help you with what you're doing, September?
Well, it helps in a couple ways. One is, like the Timeraiser, I feel like the mandate really aligns well with the Volunteer Kamloops vision of connecting agencies with volunteers and helping people find those connections. And that's what the Timeraiser is all about. And that's what Volunteer Kamloops is all about. And the other Timeraisers across the country are often partnered with their local volunteer, Toronto or whatever.
Yes.
So it just made sense. And it helps me with succession planning in a big way, right? If I want the Timeraiser to live on beyond me, it's got to be part of something bigger.
Sure, good for you.
So that's sort of where I was going with that.
Yeah, I should have started the segment by letting people know what the Timeraiser is for people who might not know. And essentially it is a gathering of local artists and their pieces, and people go in and bid on them, but they don't bid with money, they bid with amount of hours they're willing to volunteer in order to get that piece of art.
Right.
It's a fabulous, fabulous thing that's being done across the country. Let's talk a little bit about the numbers for here. I know that a lot of volunteer hours have been raised in Kamloops.
Right, yeah, she was asking me that in there. And it's approximately 1,500 hours a year that are sort of guaranteed hours. So somebody has bid on a piece. So this is from last year, this best friend here. And someone bid 100 hours on this piece last year. So they are out in the community volunteering for 100 hours. And when they're done, at next year's Timeraiser, they can take this piece home.
So you don't get it until you're finished?
No.
Well, that seems fair. You don't get paid at work until you do the job.
Right.
So that's fair
and
enough.
And occasionally people, typical silent auction format, they say, oh yeah, I can do 100 hours of volunteering, and then they get home and they look at their life and they're just like, there's no way, I was crazy. So you are allowed to gracefully back out, and then we give it to the next person who bid.
Sure.
So that does happen occasionally, so I'm not going to let them go home with the artwork right away.
Sure. Tell me this, what kind of artwork are we talking about? There's paintings, there's obviously not just paintings involved. This is a super cool, what kind of a creature is that? I don't even know what it is, but I love it.
It's a dog. It should be obvious.
It's a dog.
I
have a yellow lab. I don't know. I don't see it. Anyway, no, it's really cool, though. I love it.
We do get the occasional sculpture.
Okay.
And I actually have a necklace this year, like a steampunk chain necklace that a teenager did.
Oh, really? So there's gorgeous jewelry.
I just try and have a little bit of everything. It is mostly artwork that hangs on your wall. Most of it's
artwork.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, it's November 16th this year. It's at the Rex. There's tons of time, but people really need to give thought before they start bidding off tens and tens of hours in case they don't have the time in their busy lifestyle to do that, but to come down and support it.
Great. This is a really great way to meet and talk to a bunch of different agencies at once. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, we are out of time. You guys, thank you for being here, and I think this is a great collaboration between the two partnership, the two organizations to make this last as long as it can go, right?
Yeah, and I just wanted, and Kamloops this week is doing a monthly volunteer highlight for past winners, so just keep an eye out for that in the newspaper starting in July.
Awesome, you guys. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.